Hello, my friends. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Superior Adventurers Guild Twitch channel. I'm North Shore DM, also known as Chad. This is our Midwinter Keening show. I'm very excited to play some more today with my friends. These folks right here. Hello, friends.
Hi.
Howdy.
Hey.
Please introduce
Now what?
yourselves.
Awkward.
Andy.
What's up? My name is Andy. I am playing Stieg Egilson, a third level Runewalker wizard, and he is ready to get his firebolts on tonight. Hence the red background.
Nice.
Scary.
I am Ashley, and I'm playing Astrid Bouldersdotter. I am a third level cleric of Balder, and I didn't realize how low in hit points I was when the game ended. But when it ended, I couldn't stop thinking about how low my hit points were for the rest of the week. So, yay! Ready to play.
It's been a long week. I too was worried about Astrid's hit points all week. Didn't sleep well. But my name's Dave. I'm playing Vidar Gormson. I am a ranger, a Scotty ranger, which is a unique character class here in the world of Svilland. Pretty rad. They are built for cold weather. You know, they've got proficiency in things like, I don't know, cross-country skiing, snowballs, etc. And that's where we're at tonight. I may throw a snowball. We'll see.
I feel like I wanted to follow that with something, but nope, I've got nothing. So hi, I'm Michael. I'm playing Gunder, who's an Ala of Thor, which means he's a paladin of Thor. And apparently being a paladin of Thor fills you with a sense of calmness and lack of worry. Because I'm like, we've got tools to solve all this. We're going to take care of it. It is A-okay. Which probably means we're all going to die.
It also could be the booze talking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were drunk.
Are
you still drunk?
Many hours, and he drinks a lot, so he's
Yeah.
sober by now.
Okay. All right. That's one of us.
And I'm Amanda. I play Paya, the unforgettable midwife bard. I'm hiding in the woods right now, watching everyone else get their ass kicked and trying to figure out why I'm here. Mom barding it
Great
all.
question.
It was a save the cheerleader, save the world.
That's right.
Right.
You came for the vicious mockery.
Mm.
Oh, I have some good ones. I found some good insults for that, so we'll see what happens.
Can't wait.
Yes. All right. Well, before we get started, we would like to tell you about some very cool things that we have that we're excited about, things that we have for you, opportunities for you, Andy and Ashley.
What?
Why don't you start us off? Andy, you start us off.
We
Ashley,
have
you follow
merch.
suit.
Right,
Yeah.
We got shirts. Check out the
Yeah.
store.
Those are good looking.
Listen, have you ever been sitting in your house, making coffee, and all of a sudden you think to yourself, I need a new coffee mug.
And how?
Just go online to TeePublic, Guild, Superior Adventurers Guild TeePublic store, and get yourself a new coffee mug. And while you're at it, you could get like a pillow and some wall art.
A
I don't
tote?
think we had pillow designs. We have pillow
And t-shirts and
designs now?
hoodies. What's that?
Do we have pillow designs now? Yesterday we didn't have pillow
No,
designs.
they've all been
available.
sold out. The Gunder pillows
Oh.
were just so supporting and
was-
protective that they're off the shelves.
Going into this, I was like, don't mention the pillows. We don't have any pillow designs on there. And that's what I get for writing this all
They're
down.
sold out, man. They were so good.
That was your
So-
best yet.
so-
That was your best yet.
Super cool. Yeah. Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
I also do my best work when backed up by Ashley. So,
She's
You're
the hype
welcome.
man.
bravo.
She
Yeah.
really is beneath our wings.
Let's cut to Dave. Dave, do you have anything for us?
I do. We You guys, we're sponsored by DRS, Dream Realm Storytellers. You probably know this. The players know this. Chad knows this, of course. Viewers, now you know. Dream Realm Storytellers has been with us since the very beginning of Midwinter Keen. In fact, this whole game is set in Svilland. It's the setting that they created for us and you and whoever else wants to play it. And we are going to be giving away a free copy of their revised campaign core book, the Svilland campaign setting, and we're going to give it away at the end of tonight's stream. All you have to do to enter to get this PDF, which we'll email to you or something, we'll get it to you, is type in DRS in the chat. Andy's going to show you how to do it. It's super easy. All you do is type DRS in the chat. No, not the in the chat part, just the DRS. There we go. And that's all you have to do. Nope, sorry. Only the letters DRS, nothing else. And then you're entered to win. That's all. Thank you so much. Dream Realm Storytellers, we salute you. Love you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Close.
I have some cool announcements. There are now conventions happening. Hooray. Yay. I'm so excited. You can tell because I'm smiling. That convention season is upon us again. Here, like 1/3 post-COVID. It's maybe we're not full post, but
Oof.
you know, or maybe we might still be in it. So maybe we're a third post.
It's a 3-poster.
But three post. It's a 3-post pandemic. There are two conventions we are very excited about. The first one happens October 1st through the 3rd. It is called Virtual Greyhawk Con.
Nicely done.
So you might be saying to yourself, sitting in your house, wondering, "Man, I would like to play Dungeons and Dragons." In a campaign setting that was originally created back in like the 70s, you know, and play with people who are cool. Hey, Jay over at Lord Gazumba Twitch channel, he's got something for you. It's Virtual Greyhawk Con. It's a virtually convention on the internet. There's a link that someone will post in the chat. Oh, it's there. You can sign up. There's a bunch of sweet games. Dave is personally running a game that will be called The Siege of Westkeep. If you know your Greyhawk lore, it's a very famous battle for the Keeland Empire, the Keeland peoples.
Keolish?
The Keolish. Kioish?
Yep.
Key something.
Almost,
and
all the way down.
It's that game is going to be on Saturday, the 2nd of October from 10 to 2. So if you're interested in playing with us, you can sign up for that. If not, that's okay. There are plenty of other games that are going to be equally as awesome in all, like the whole spectrum of D&D editions are going to be there. Lots of different people. It's going to be super fun. The other convention that we're very excited about is October 21st through the 23rd, which is Gamehole Con, which is the largest gaming convention in the Midwest, housed physically in Madison, Wisconsin, but there is also a virtual component called Virtual Gamehole Con, as it so happens. It's happening at the same time. We are personally taking part of it. I am personally running 2 games. One game is called Bearcats to the Rescue, and it's a sort of sci-fi love letter to the movie Red Dawn. You know, like me, it might be one of your favorite movies of all time. It's great. And the second game I am running is called Assault on Europa 2, which is a very cool love letter to the movie Alien or the movie Aliens, but definitely not any of the other Aliens movies. Only the scary ones where, you know, everybody like dies other than like 2 people. It's going to be great. Both of those games are going to be run using the Index Card RPG system. They are, in fact, games created and published by Runehammer Games, which, while they do not sponsor our show, I live my life pimping Runehammer Games because it's good stuff. There's a link. You can go there. Badges are available. Registration for individual games will be happening soon. I don't know. It's always it's always a kind of a fluid situation as they get all of they want the maximum amount of time to get GMs set up and everybody ready to run games. Anyway, that's all I got for that. I'm very excited. Does anyone have anything else? Anything else? No? Awesome. Well, in that case, please allow us to recap and then get into our session of Midwinter Keening. Oh, so the party has found themselves following a cold, I guess, figuratively and literally trail. Let's say they're only a few hours behind now, but they're following the trail of some kidnappers who have kidnapped a young girl from the center of town. If you've been paying attention, you'll know that this is a reoccurring theme around not necessarily always girls, sometimes boys too, but nonetheless young kidnappings have happened. But they are now hot on the trail of some ne'er-do-wells. They faced some Hel influenced with the Hel, one L, not two L's. Hel is in the goddess Hel, influenced wolves and vultures. They defeated them and drove off one of the vultures and proceeded to continue following this trail. They crossed a precarious river using a rope very well. Nobody got wet, which was, I think one person got wet. One person got a little wet, but it wasn't too bad. Gunder decided to drink an entire amount of booze and got a little drunk because it was some hardcore Brevin and stuff. Iceland is off scouting to find out what's up with this bird, this vulture, where it's gone, who it's being called to or whatnot. There was a discussion about the reasonableness of Hel, and maybe not wanting sacrifices. I don't remember that, but that's in my notes, so that's okay. You, of course, also found the bandits mid-sacrifice on an island at the head. Is it ahead of a waterfall? At the top of the waterfall. At the apex. Ooh, nice. I like it. Astrid has finally used her class ability, the Spread of Agony, in order to affect her enemies in a very real and painful way, because she is channeling the pain of Balder, who, of course, is dead and is in hell and doesn't like it. So yeah, that's a very rough rundown of what's happening.
It wasn't so much that Hel is reasonable, it's that Hel is patient. She gets everyone, gods
That's
included. She has no reason to rush or no reason to want to take them young. She knows she's going to get them. Every single one of them.
That's the thing about death gods. They're always there waiting for you.
I'll be
So
right there waiting for you.
nice. Oh,
It was
that's
in my head, and then you
yeah.
said it out loud.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I am the bard. What can I say?
So here we have here we find ourselves. It is twilight. The light is dimming. You have pressed on to kind of essentially push the confrontation instead of waiting and resting. You pushed on through the evening hours and made fantastic good time to get what we now know as is here where we are. You have found a this kind of old stone circle that lies on the center of an island on top of a waterfall. An old stone circle that Paya has perhaps remembered is related to perhaps some kind of waypoint that the Cooning would use as they would perhaps journey to damn it, whatever the villages that I forgot last time. That's north and east of here. That's what
That
happens
one place.
when you don't actually open the map. I always forget
The
to do
East
that.
Ruins?
Yeah, probably
The
the
Ravenous
place.
Mountain.
Yeah, the place that used to be that, and may still be that. And you had seen that there were a number of men kind of standing about. There was a central figure who was in very kind of Gothy-ish robes, very kind of priestly in bearing, perhaps. There is a bit of a stone altar with a tied up individual upon it. There is some kind of incantation happening. And you have chosen a direct path to engage, trusting to the swiftness and lightness of your feet to not fall into the raging river, which could cause problems, real and eternal, perhaps. And yes, Michael, we are at the top. The kind of clouds that you see on the bottom of the screen is the mist rising up. I was trying to do a little bit of like blur on there to show that it was far down. But since I'm only a budding graphic designer / map maker, that was taking way too long for me to get it to where I wanted it. So I just put clouds and mist there.
Like you do.
So yeah. There is a spiritual weapon on the board of Astrid's, which is the comb to indicate Balder the Beautiful. Yeah, Astrid, you are.
What's the 2 on the map behind
There's a 2.
the Roman
3?
numeral? No, the Roman numeral that's right behind the
Oh, that's an H.
an H. Oh, because he's got Hunter's Mark. Okay.
Yes, he in fact is marked. And there is a 3 up here in the corner that signifies something.
Yep.
Astrid,
Yes.
unless I have mistakenly shuffled these up, you are top of the order. Paya, you are on deck.
Okay.
What, my friends, would you like to do?
All right. So I would like to. You know what? I hate having to heal myself, but I'm gonna heal myself. Let's see. So I have. What do I have? I've got.
Is this the top of the order? Thank you.
I think so.
Okay.
Probably cure wounds.
The old CW.
Right. All right, so I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
The power of arrow compels you, or perhaps Dawson's Creek.
All right. A creature I touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So I'm gonna roll 1d8. Okay, 5.
Nice.
9. So I heal 9 hit points. That makes me feel a little better. Okay. And then I am going to use my bonus action to use that awesome spiritual weapon thing I have going on here. And let's refresh my memory with spiritual weapon. Okay. So I can make a melee spell attack against any creature within 5 feet. So 1d8 plus ability modifying. Ability modifier. Okay. So do I don't even have to roll, do I? Just like take a whack at him? Or
It's an attack roll.
okay. All right. Well, let's have her go. So that is a 16.
What the deuce? What? Hey, give me a sec. Oh. Yes. Okay. Hang on.
I'd just like to thank Kai Whimsy for giving Iceland an advantage.
Aw. Gonna keep that bird alive.
Awesome.
That bird deserves so much better than us.
It's true.
Okay. That hits.
Yay! Okay, so the first time. Is this the first time he's been hit at all? It might be.
I have some numbers written here.
Hit him with an arrow, I believe.
Okay.
It appears he has been shot.
The spellcaster guy?
Mhm.
Yes.
I hit
So
him.
that is 6 force damage.
CX force damage. Oh, that's where I was doing this. In the encounter builder. My encounters. 6 damage. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Okay. That makes that. Very good, very good.
I'm not going to do any movement, so I think that's it.
Awesome. It's not here.
Ashley's
wonderful.
camera
Okay.
froze again.
You
What?
mean Amanda's?
Or sorry,
No, no, no.
Amanda's. Sorry, yes,
Oh,
Amanda's.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
No.
Are you sure?
Again.
There you are.
I'll probably be doing this
Hey.
all night. Just plug it in, plug, unplug. I have no idea why my camera is being a brat today.
All right. Aya. First, Astrid, is that all? Is that everything for you?
Yes. Yes.
You don't want to move or anything?
I will move on top of this blood spot. I don't know. I
Okay.
guess. Here we go. I'm just completely hidden. It looks like I'm like attacked.
There we go.
Paya, you have
All
an
right.
advantage from
Perfect.
Kai Whimsy.
Ooh.
All right. Paya. Hello.
Well, part of me really just wants to stay back here and not get in the fray, but I have a funny feeling these children need my assistance. So I guess I'm going to start with my movement to cross the river.
All right. I like that.
So I'm going to use an advantage because I just don't feel like this river is something that I really want to pay much attention to.
Experience.
Can't trust the river.
Yeah. Please make a dexterity saving throw
Dexterity saving throw. Oh, good.
as you
I think I used that advantage. So that
cross.
is a 16.
16 is more than enough to successfully cross with no issue.
Okay.
You spot perhaps an open spot that you would have maybe fallen through if you weren't paying attention, but you deftly step around it.
So I'm going to pretty much kind of stay in this tree cover,
Yeah.
but so I can still see this casting guy and the child that is under him. And I'm going to whisper at him. I've had migraines more pleasant than you. Please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Bop, bop, bop. I'm gonna use advantage.
Oh my. My.
Yeah, well,
I blame Pete Ludenberger for that one.
As you should.
Yeah, he did just give me 5. He gave me like 6. Or 5 or whatever. Yeah.
well, he doesn't have to move away,
Okay.
but he does have to take 5 psychic damage.
5 psychic
Ooh.
damage. And that was dissonant whispers.
Yes, it was.
Not a careless whisper. Very different spell.
Less saxophone.
Okay, bop, bop, bop.
Save a sexy saxophone solo. You're our only hope.
Right.
Get it.
As you speak your insult, you see you kind of feel the wave of power as it leaves you and affectates itself upon your target. You see his even though he completed his he succeeded at his save. You see his chanting halt a bit, like a little bit of a stutter step sort of thing. And you can see hang on, let me do one of these. Let me make this roll. You can see the barest hint of a sort of concerned look cross his face, and it's very quickly kind of gone as he kind of picks up what he's doing again.
And then, look over at Vidar. Did your arrow fly true? And send him a inspiration.
Thank you.
Bardic inspiration.
Love it.
And that's the end of my turn. Movement, bonus action, and my spell.
All right, Vidar, that is you. Gunder. Wait.
No.
Gunder was 5. Vidar. Gunder
You're
is
next.
5. I'm 7. Vidar, you are next. I am on deck. Because you're 14.
Vidar will take a shot at the big bad.
Okay.
I'm going to use an advantage. With my bow. My U bow.
You Bo.
That's going to be a 26.
I mean, yeah.
Damage. So I've got him. I've got this. So 14 plus Hunter's Mark, which is an additional D6. So 18 plus. He is also my favored foe, which means an extra D4. Oh, so that's what, 22?
Oh, 22 damage.
Points of piercing.
Whoa.
Please, for the viewers at home, explain how it is that you end him rightly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Also, what was that number again? That was
22.
22.
Yep. Although I didn't use the bardic inspiration, it helped because I was empowered, encouraged, and emboldened, and I took just an extra split second to aim, loosed the arrow, and it flew through traffic, whizzing past the one of the thugs and the potential sacrificee, and hit him right in the neck. And it must have hit an artery because it just explodes with blood all over the white snow.
Nice. Yeah, you definitely remembered your time training with Angelina Jolie very well. And we're able to bend that arrow.
Bend it
Yeah,
like Beckham.
you send your arrow. It flies true, and there is a gout of red that covers the snow. His chanting kind of falters, and as he kind of, hand to the neck, stumbles back, eyes wide, and let's see. Why don't we have? I think everybody but Stieg, please make a perception roll. Come.
I'm
13.
busy, man.
No shit.
It's like a six.
Advantage.
Vidar, what's your total?
13 total.
13. Vidar, you kind of you can't really hear him so much because of the sound of the falls, but you are very able to kind of read his lips a bit as he's kind of stumbling and falling, and he says, you can pretty clearly, you're fairly certain, maybe lip reading isn't your strongest suit, but you're pretty sure he says, "You arrogant fools, and then he falls. He falls dead.
Was that? Oh,
What did you say?
Did he fall on the altar?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. Dave, why don't you give me a, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me a D10 roll, please.
all right. How about a natural 10?
10. He stays right where he is, and just kind of falls to the ground. He kind of crumbles in that way that, like, maybe he's about to lounge, but then he's just dead.
Do we get that sweet blood splatter, Chad? Yes.
Oh yeah, every time,
Yes.
man. This is
Oh,
Worth
He
it.
lives for the blood splatter.
if your VTT doesn't include a blood splatter, you're probably
you're-
wrong.
you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I think I'm gonna move just to finish her out
Yeah,
because I've got this this guy.
you do have a bro there.
Yeah, there's a bro. So I'm going to dip into the woods behind Gundar. Let's see. Right there.
Okay. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, and I'm going to roll with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That just hits.
Okay.
The 16 just hits.
This
ouch.
So you will take 9 points of piercing damage as he stabs you with a spear. As you run away.
Run away. And that is my turn.
All right. Oh, okay. These dudes don't know. Let's see. Let me do one of these. Oh yeah. And then let me do one more of these. Okay. So
Chad, would it be
these.
too late to use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to somebody else?
Go for it.
I'll move it to the guy that just hit me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. H. Bloop. Probably should have removed this one before I did all this. There we go. There, that way no one is confused. Okay. Really?
Who's Gunny D?
Really?
Oh,
Your name tags are taking
no.
up too much space.
Gunny D.
The fellers on the outside of the circle don't seem to have tracked that shot and are unaffected by what has transpired to that guy, and so they will press on. This gentleman here, he will run up to Astrid in order to engage him with that guy. This guy is going to run to Gundar, and I think this guy's just going to step forward also against Gundar. So I'm going to start with... Oh, hang on. I got to mark off some advantage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. But I now have 5. All right. So Astrid, you're going to get 2 attacks, 1 with advantage. I don't want to make it too insane.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the first one, and that is a 15.
Nope.
No, all right. And the second one, a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And you will take 3, 4, 5 damage.
I would
Yes.
like to react.
Okay.
I thought she was going to rage. I was about to say, get it, girl.
I would like to rage. Actually, well, it sort of is. I would like to rage. All right. I get a lot of these. This is kind of awesome. Okay. So, wisdom saving throw. Every enemy within a 15-foot radius.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Just the agony again?
Yeah.
Agony rage.
Feel my agony.
So it's going to be these 3 dudes here.
That is badass.
So the pain from the blow is suddenly reflected back out.
Wow.
And what's the DC?
Let's see. 14.
14. So the guy to your northeast rolled the natural 20 and succeeds. The other two have failed.
Wow. Okay. Cool. It's not a lot, but it is something.
Every
One
little
takes
bit counts.
3. Well, they both take 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
Is there like a visual for this agony?
Yeah,
Blast?
yeah. So it basically like Astrid lets out a small cry of pain, and it's almost an invisible wave that like a bubble that kind of bursts off of her, but you can like feel almost the air kind of change. So you can see the way that things might react to it, like them getting hit with this wave of agony in the direction coming from Astrid. So they would be psychically hit that way. I
That's
don't
rad.
know.
Yeah, that sounds
Ow.
cool.
Nice.
Ice Mom is standing kind of behind you, watching this psychic damage that you're doing, and she is just beaming and so proud of you, watching how you're making these men just hurt from the inside.
From every side.
It is. Yeah. It's.
Yeah, and Astrid's just like breathing heavily, and she glares at the guy who hit her. Was he one that took any damage or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They both. How much damage did they take?
3.
3. They both fall to the ground, screaming in pain, holding their heads. Very colorful blood streaming from their nostrils, and they die.
God, my bandit count is so high.
Vidar's gonna turn to
Fight.
Gundar and say, "All of the women in this party terrify me."
My friend, all women should terrify you.
Fair.
Don't hurt women. This is what happens. You die.
That's also true. Astrid, if you could, if I could have you make a fun roll for me, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. That's 20.
20. You tapping into this ultimate power, the power of pain, is, this is really the first time you've maybe not the first time you've used it, but definitely the second time now, I guess, that you've used it here, right? In context. This kind of channeling this pain that is your pain and tapping into this very primal essence of the pain of Balder is enough to drive many people mad, but not you today. You definitely feel a bit of the what is it? When something is nice and you want to do it more.
Addiction?
Yeah. You like, it feels good. Like, there's a part of that pain and that expression of pain that feels good, and wants to do it more. But you are strong-willed and very much in the moment, and do not feel the need to give in to that, which is great, I guess. Yeah, that was big moves. Gundar, oh boy, this guy, he's gonna make a hard roll to rethink his life. It wasn't that hard. He rethinks his life and attacks you. Sorry, that didn't come out quite the way I meant it to. I use a advantage, but I rolled a 19 on the first one, so I imagine that a 24 may hit you. I know you have a very extreme armor class.
It's not above 20, bro. You're okay.
Okay. And then I will allow you to take 4 damage, please.
I choose not to take it if I have a choice in it. Jeez.
No. There was no choice, but I am allowing you to take it.
That implies
says-
a number of things. I'm glad I have temporary hit points and only actually take 1.
Nice. And then these 2 dude bros down here in the center. Let me make a nice check. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Let me roll this die. That is not what I intended on doing. And they, you're pretty sure that one of them says something like, I'm too old for this shit, or perhaps I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. And they are both going to hightail it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Smart move.
And then dash. To the edge. He's going to go there.
Dexterity saving roll.
Well, they're
I
not
want
in
to
the
see
water
some
yet.
bandits go over the ball.
Oh, we're gonna make it! Oh no! Ah! That'll be next round. Next round for sure. And then now Gunder.
I'm gonna punch this guy in the face with a spear.
Okay.
Trying if I would reduce him to 0 hit points, not to kill but knock unconscious. But we'll see what happens.
Okay, I like it.
Because I don't think an 11 hits.
You would be correct.
Yep, that was an 11. So I miss, and bonus action, nothing. But hey, at the start of my turn, I got 3 temporary hit points back. And I'm not going to move because of their attacks of opportunity. And I'm going to stay here and keep him occupado. We're good.
All right. Stieg, the man with
Wow. I get to go now. All right.
the man with the plan.
My icon is giant, but Steve is not.
I got you.
I can't.
Yeah, for some
I can't
reason,
get it
from our
smaller.
end, we can only make them so small. It's weird.
It's
You
all
have
those
to-
snackums
big.
that you keep
I'll tell
eating.
you the trick. You have to zoom in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That
Anyways.
makes sense.
I think it's just the interface only wants to go so small, but if you zoom in, then you can go smaller that same amount.
Got it. All right, so I will move 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move here and throw a fireball or firebolt at this guy.
Fireball?
Kaboom!
I wish.
I'm right there, dude.
Forgot how to ping. I can't ping. I don't know.
You're gonna
one right
target
next
the guy
to
by
Astrid.
Astrid. Yeah. Yeah.
So that is a spell attack. Ranged spell attack. Okay.
I keep having to move the
eight-
map back into the frame for some reason.
Somebody
Eight.
keeps pinging.
18 to
Stop
hit.
it.
That hits. Somebody was over pinging.
And then that's a 1d.
It's a fun little side mini game.
Right.
Oh, for 9 fire damage.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah. He also now finds his life choices reduced to cinders.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boom.
That's it for me.
Astrid, you notice, these men now have fallen around you as Stieg has lit this dude on fire. His kind of cry cut short, and you you kind of take a second before your action, and are able to, and you kind of look around, perhaps looking for targets or whatnot, and you notice kind of low and in a build that this you can still hear kind of that, not the same voice, but you can still hear a chant happening, and you look over towards this altar, and you see that the bound woman, you can just barely see her lips are moving, although you're pretty sure that this voice is not her voice, and a very more cold. It's cold out, right? It's winter. It's fucking wintertime, and it's getting on nighttime. It gets a little colder, and you hear, or rather, the darkness even gets a little darker, perhaps, and you hear almost the sound of ice cracking against each, perhaps bone, and you notice some movement near your feet, and
no.
And oh god, he's so big. Oh nope, there we go. One more. There we go. The three bodies here of your anguished foes have almost burst apart, and a kind of dark, frost-ridden specter with an almost like stag skull head, lined with hoarfrost, have burst, like literally burst like chest bursters, from these three fellers, and stand here before you, of course waiting for their turn, which is very far from now. What would you like to do?
I would like to look down at my holy symbol on my hand and begin to chant a spell to turn undead.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna start on the right and work around clockwise. I'm guessing strength, dex, con, wisdom. Nope, intelligence, wisdom. Okay, so a 10 does not make it. A 19, I'm sure will make it, and a 20 will make it.
Okay, so one of them is affected?
Yes, the one to the right.
Okay, so the turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as it can.
Okay.
It cannot willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. And it can't take reactions.
Okay.
For its turn, it can only use the dash action to try to escape from me.
Okay.
If there's nowhere to move, then it can use the dodge action.
All right. Anything else?
The symbol on my palm glows briefly, and the spell takes effect.
All right. Pi, you are up. Vidar, you are next.
Wait, is that? Oh, wait.
Oh.
I would like to also use my bonus action for this weapon that's way out next to the sacrifice. I would like to non-lethal damage smack her with it.
Oh.
To knock her out if possible, or even knock her off the pedestal.
Okay. Please make an attack roll with advantage, since she is in fact bound on an altar.
Okay.
Oh,
Spiritual
yeah.
back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So does 24 hit?
It does. Absolutely. Let me see
Okay,
that
okay.
damage.
All right. That one. What is it? 1d8, I believe. So 7.
7. Yeah, you let me see.
The flat of the blade. So that giant, impossibly blue, huge sword, great sword, just swings down with the flat of the blade.
Yeah, you command your weapon to smack her non-lethally.
Yes.
It's a literal head desk, because she's just laying there. You can line it up and just pop, and you can see that what tension that there was against the ropes, or against the bindings, kind of relaxes, and you see that her mouth stops moving. Very nice. Very nice.
That was super crucial.
Paya. Yeah, because it was going to get worse. Paya, what would you like to do?
One of these. I feel like marching up to one of the non-fleeing undead. So kind of next to Astrid, because right now I'm thinking she's kind of being baller. And
All right, so I want to pause right there. Moving to there would get you an attack of opportunity.
wasn't in his melee space.
I mean, how did you move?
Okay.
Oh, I suppose if he can't take reactions, right?
Can't take
So-
reactions either.
Yeah.
Which one?
Um,
Which one though?
Yeah.
This one, the one to the right, can't take reactions, which is the one I walked
The one-
past.
The one next
Oh,
to
I mean-
Gunder might have gotten
Yeah.
you though.
No, that's fair.
Whatever.
Next, I would have walked.
Yep. He wants to.
Wants to. We're just gonna smack this undead with a battle axe.
Oh,
Yeah.
battle axe.
'Cause why not? Haven't done this in a while. Oh well. Advantage though. Using this, like, do we have to call it before we use it?
You can use it at any point
I'm gonna use that advantage.
other than
Yeah.
while you're rolling damage.
It's
Nice.
10. That's a 20
20. That'll
with the battle axe.
Yeah, that'll
So that's
totally.
a 1d8. Wait, I forgot what I add to my attack with that sword.
Damage is strength.
Damage is strength. So 1d8 plus. So that would be. Oh, what was that? 4 plus 3? 7.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you swing into this, and as you strike its body, what passes as a body, you hear, like the tinkling of ice as your axe passes through it, and the wound you can see sort of partially kind of like almost like refreezes. It's like you cut into a frozen pond and then it refreezes a little bit, or like you draw your finger down the car window in the wintertime. But it does take some damage, perhaps not as much as you would have liked.
Aha.
Okay. Anything else, Paya?
Oh yeah. I turned to Astrid. Like, good job, Astrid. I'm so proud of you. Just like knocking those guys all out. Show those men who's boss, sweetheart. The reason I liked you.
She's just gonna shyly smile.
And take your inspiration.
Aw.
I'll
take it.
Inspiration.
All right.
All right, Vidar, you are up. I am next. Thanks for the reminder.
I'm going to take aim at the thug with the hunter's mark and take a shot.
Oh yeah, because there's still a dude there. I forgot about that dude.
I tried to take care of him, but
I'm going to use my inspiration,
All right,
which is what, a D6?
bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
My D6.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to use it.
Okay,
Is that too,
Probably
too
won't
meta?
make a difference.
It's not going to make a difference anyways.
that's fine.
I'll hold it.
Okay. You miss, yeah.
Yep. And I think Iceland, got bamfed away because she took damage, so she's not here.
Correct.
Gunder is going to mutter to Vidar, move back.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. My action. Okay. This hunter's mark homie. Oh, he is not. He's not into any of that. He did not, in fact, sign up for whatever that is. And he is going to just kind of like look at those things, kind of shake his head, look at Gunder, and go like, eh, and he's gonna turn and run.
Bandit wages don't pay for this.
Right.
Gunder's gonna try and take an attack of opportunity, again a non-lethal.
All right.
Just punch him.
22 to crack him on the backside of the skull with a stave
All right.
for 8 points of damage.
Yeah, he will fall unconscious. Let's deal with these two dudes. I have to switch to my page where it tells me about attempting to wade through water. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is going to be dumb. Here goes one guy. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. And the other guy. That's not too bad.
You
either.
have a million advantage if they need to use that to cross the river.
That's true. I could have. But I really wanted to make Ashley's day by watching one of them fall down the river.
Quite cinematic to
Yeah.
watch someone
Oh.
not make it.
Yesterday, it warmed the cockles of our hearts.
10, 15.
I'm not going anywhere near that river.
Yeah, right. They both kind of plunge into this river, like almost up to their waist, and they kind of get washed a little bit down, but are able to kind of grit through it and make their way across, soaked. If you were paying attention, they are visibly shaking from the cold. But now these dudes, these guys here, they don't appreciate you. I'm listening to you. I'm playing D&D. I'm trying to
One
kill
of them
my
has to run.
I'm trying to make them. Yeah, I know. So he is going to, let's see. Astrid, please roll a D8 for me. Okay. He is going to run or float. He's going to move.
Dash.
Dash. Yeah. And he dashes straight towards Gunder and indeed passes through Gunder. And that guy. Yep. And he can move.
Do I get to attack him as he gets away from me?
Yeah, you will. Just a sec.
Peter might get an attack of opportunity.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So Gunder, this being kind of charged, like kind of flees, and it starts moving before it's like looking in your direction, and then as it starts moving, the head kind of swings around, almost as if they were like not necessary in any real way, orientation wise. You're like, it's gonna go some other way, but then it goes, in fact, right through you, and it is very, very cold, and you will take 5 points of cold damage as it passes through you, and the unconscious feller may be less unconscious than he was before. And then you can attack, please.
All right, rolled my concentration check. Here comes the attack. The attack's only 12.
12 a miss.
Vidar will
he is
take
not
a
an
shot at him too, if possible.
Yes.
26.
Yep, that'll hit.
11 piercing.
11 piercing in the same kind of similar fashion as Paya's axe attack. The wound your arrow makes kind of frosts over a little bit and does less damage. This guy, I am going to. Nope. I am going to just type in a little of this. He is not, in fact, right where he is. He is further. We'll say he's over here, but up a bit. He has flown off the map. Now, the other matters at hand. Astrid, the person, the thing, this creature between or by you and Paya, turns to you and reaches out a hand thing, a form, and
No touchy.
a blast of icy wind extrudes itself from it, and I have failed at using a ray of frost against you
Yikes.
with advantage. And I believe that Gunder will also receive such a boon. A boon? And does a blah 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 blah. 19.
That is just my armor class.
All right.
Damn.
8 cold damage. Okay.
Which one was that? The one closest to them?
Which one was what? They both just attacked.
Oh,
That
they
one.
both did. Okay.
Yep. The one closest to Gunder just attacked Gunder, and the one closest to Paya and Astrid attacked Astrid. And Gunder, you, my friend, are up. And Stieg is on deck.
Gunder is going to step forward a little bit, swivel to face these two asshole frost ghost things, drop his spear, draw his sword. As he draws his sword, it raises skyward, and from the night sky, a bolt of lightning flies down into his sword and explodes outward as he strikes the ground in front of him, casting Thunder Wave. Both of these assholes need to make a Constitution save DC 13.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Ignore the 20.
Yes, we will. Gladly.
The the one on the bottom makes it, or I'm sorry, fails. The one on the top rolls 19 plus 3, 19 plus.
So the one that
Just-
failed takes 7 points of thunder damage, is pushed 10 feet back.
Okay.
The one that succeeded takes only, due west.
Oh, you want this
Yep.
way?
Yep.
Okay.
And the other one takes 3 points of thunder damage and is still there.
Okay. So,
And that is my turn.
That was a good turn.
hang on, I better do a thing really.
One of my favorite spells in the whole book. So useful.
Here, I better do that. Better do that. Okay. Yes. Yeah, this definitely affected them in a real and full way. Stieg, my man. Unless Gunder, you have anything else?
Unfortunately, no, because of no.
Fair enough. Action economy. I get it. I do. Yeah. Stieg, what do you got?
I'm just going to move up here and look at this guy straight west of me.
Okay.
And say something like, "You look cold." And I'm going to fire off a chromatic orb right at his face.
All right.
No, like, is it hot enough for you? Cheesy
You need-
Spider-Man.
You need
Bye.
to chill out.
Right.
Right. I love it.
Oh, son of a...
Do you have
All right.
bardic
You got any advantages left?
advantages?
No.
Come on, chat.
That's unfortunate.
Yep, there goes that spell slot.
Ugh,
All right, that's my turn.
Okay.
I hear you.
Level 3.
How about this? How about we take a 10-minute break?
Cool.
Perhaps take care of our bodies, get a refill on beverages. I know it's warm here, and I need some more ice and cold beverages. So, dear viewers, please remember that we are, in fact, giving away a PDF copy of the newly revised edition of the Svilland campaign setting or core book, or however you want to say it. At the end of the show, typing DRS into the chat gets you access to such an opportunity. You can also, if you are so inclined, perhaps at least some of our party could benefit from such a boon as to cheers 100 bits to grant any one of us, including myself, advantage to be used at their leisure. We'll be back in about 10 minutes at about 8:35 Central Standard Time, if you're keeping track. Until then. Stay thirsty, my friends. Thirsty for combat, thirsty for agony, thirsty for waterfall fights, thirsty for, I don't know, undead frost spirit demon things, stag heads.
All of it.
Welcome back. Hopefully your break was good, and we're back. One of these spirits has run through the power of Balder, which compelled him to get the fuck out, and he did so. Two of these spirits have not succumbed, but have been privy to the power of Thunderwave. And one, interestingly, chanting bound woman has been head sorted in a non-lethal way, as opposed to just killed. It's like head death, but with a sword. Anyway, Astrid, it's cold. It's getting dark. The fight is on. What do you do?
Gunther, I need answers. And she just runs over to the main dude. Walks. She quickly moves. She quickly moves her movement over to the main guy. Because it's not a dash, it's not a run. Right. And she casts Spare the Dying on the head gothy dude.
As a free action, Gundr calls back, yes, we do.
All right. It has been this is the top of the second round since he went down, or the third round.
It has not been 3 rounds. It
has not
maybe
been
2, but I think it's been 1.
No worries. You I'm gonna do
Chad real quick, because I don't know if this will influence what happens next, but Kai Whimsy is feeling generous tonight. 2 for Astrid, 2 for Gundr,
Aww.
3 for Stieg, and 1 more for me. What about Paya?
Thank you.
Hi. Yeah,
I'm
what
not
about
gonna die today.
what about Paya? Kirk?
You know what,
Calling you out by
Paya?
your real name.
Oh, there we go. One more for me and 2 for Paya. Thank you.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Wow.
thank you.
Pressured him right into that.
That's how we do it, folks. It's called peer pressure.
Peer
in the
pressure
chat.
works, y'all.
Yeah.
You've just watched it happen in real life. Counsel your kids. Use it against your friends.
Uh,
I
we
mean,
love
I'll be
you,
honest.
Kirk. We love you.
When things start to go a little weird in Dave's game, I might go try to find people and get them to come
Dude,
watch the stream.
come to our
so
game.
They'll give us.
I'll reimburse you, man. I'll reimburse you.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you. So you cast your spell. It works. He is stable. The breath of life kind of returning with a gasp, and his eyes open. Are you like? How are you like positioned here? Are you like, crouched down, like hand on him? Are you just kind of standing over him? Paint us a word picture, if you would, please.
Well, from the angle that I would be, I'd be right next to the altar. But you said he collapsed, but he just kind of hunched
Yeah.
out, he just kind of sank. But he
Yeah, it's one of those,
stayed almost like a samurai, dying standing.
Yeah, a little bit to the side.
Okay.
If he had kind of fought out of Sansa or something. I don't know if that's a word that I use correctly.
When I reached out to his arm and I just whispered, "We still need you," and I cast that spell. It's not supposed to give him hit points. Just so you know.
Right, it stabilizes him. He is
Right.
at 0.
Okay.
Why don't? This is interesting. Let's play on. Please, give me a persuasion roll, with advantage, just to kind of.
I
just to
already
kinda
get advantage on persuasion rolls.
Well, okay. All right. Well, it's a good.
Well,
it's a good thing
that's
too.
good. Yeah, because that's 14.
14. Okay. Just to
Whoa.
kind of get a feel for what he is doing.
Where'd you go, Steve?
Oh, Steve. That's okay. He goes way later.
I dropped out for some reason. I'm trying to get back in.
All right. Anything else, Paya? I'm sorry,
Oh.
Astrid.
Yes. My little sword
Pony.
friend is going to go over here and gonna take a whack at whatever that thing is.
Yep.
Ghosty.
So I'm gonna take a wind up swing at Ghosty. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do with advantage. Because I can.
Fine.
A natural
Hey, you do.
20.
Natural
Yeah.
20.
Wowzer.
And then that is
Nice.
I think it's 1d8. 1d8. 8. 8 damage.
And that is
Of
force damage. Yes. Your spiritual sword, your weapon of Balder, cleaves into this being. You can see the frost thicken at the edges of the wound, but the wound does not frost over as it takes a full amount of damage from this blow. Okay.
And that is it.
Paya, you are up, and Vidar, you are after Paya.
I'm gonna say to boss monster number 2. What? So ugly that even the grave wouldn't take you? Not so much. Even at death, you can't stay
Ooh.
dead. It's vicious mockery. I'll give him a wisdom saving throw.
That's brutal. Number 2, you said?
Or 2.
Okay. I
He saves.
am going to. Okay. And vicious mockery, that is nothing on a save?
Cantrip. Yeah,
Okay.
it's nothing.
Okay.
And with that, since I am actually out of melee range with both of these guys, I'm just gonna step back.
Okay.
Maybe over towards Astrid. Astrid, how are you looking?
I got about. I mean, I don't look great, but you've seen me a lot worse. It might be worth to look at these two next to me to assess what's going on. But
Yeah. Well, I'm just coming over here to see what's going on over here and make sure you got a little assistance if you need it.
sounds good.
Paya, something has been nagging in my mind, and I want to bring this up because I know that this is in fact a new feature for all of us. You, of course, as a Frieder tradition, a warrior bard, have your warband warrior ability. Have you been making use of that?
The one that I get to add the 1 AC plus 1 of my AC?
Yep. And everybody is getting their +1 AC.
Does everyone get the plus 1 AC?
I am reading it right now, and it does in fact say you and up to 5 warband members within 60
Because
feet of you.
I still have the old version of it where it was giving me massive buffs and nobody else. So I just have the plus 1 to my AC. I don't have the plus 1 to everyone's AC.
Yes, yes.
So
There's
wait,
no real.
Sorry, I may have not shared this with everybody.
Yeah, no.
it pays
So
to read
Uh,
that.
Yeah,
no,
the
like, I have the old version where I was getting,
Okay.
because everyone was here, I was getting a plus 3 to my AC, but I crossed that out and just put it as a plus 1 to my AC. I did not catch
yeah,
that is
you
to everyone.
you and up to 5 members of your party within 60 feet of you gain a +1 bonus to armor class. From here on out.
Please.
From here on out.
I was like, that last attack missed me, Chad. Thanks.
At 10th level, no. At 10th level, it'll become a +2, which is dope.
Yeah.
So
Wow. And how
Any
close do
AC
we have to
bonus
be?
is huge in this.
How close do we have to be?
60 feet.
Hi, Phoenix. Welcome. Welcome to the stream.
So that's awesome.
Kind of everyone.
That
That's
is
a
I've
huge
just
range.
I didn't realistically I didn't remember that it worked like that, but I remembered that you had some ability, and I didn't remember exactly what it was, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna look right now. And,
Thank you, because I looked
as
at
a kind of
I
benevolent
missed it.
GM that I am,
Yes, you are.
who is not always out to kill
Beautiful man.
everyone.
Beautiful man.
Well, that's too much, but go
No.
on, please.
Hey, we're all learning.
you're
It's
saying.
a new system, and like,
It
you
is.
know, we got to figure out what's going on.
All right,
Stuff that I
Paya,
wrote down.
I
with addition-
apologize for my
1.
outburst, but please, what else? What were you doing?
Oh no, I was just moving over here. I don't think I left anyone behind. I think everyone is still in my bubble.
60
then.
feet's a lot of space.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Space.
You just, like,
yeah.
almost
Most
on
of
the map.
this island is 60 feet.
So yeah, like
I feel safer.
All
Each
right.
square is 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, everyone.
We're just glad
me.
you're here.
That's right. Did you have an? I'm sorry. Did you have an action?
I already did my action.
Oh.
Fuck the one guy. I failed.
Oh yeah. My apologies.
Moved over here.
My apologies. That was after. Okay. Yep. You're correct. All right. Vider.
Yeah. So the guy that has the hunter's mark is at 0 hit points, I'm assuming. So I will
He's
use
dead.
my. Yep. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the hunter's mark to the frost ghoul in front of Gunder.
Wait,
I
wait.
will-
Was that guy? Did that guy die, or I thought that he got non-lethal damage?
He
He
got
got
killed
non-lethal
by
damage, but then
frost.
when the frost spirit moved through him and Gunder,
Oh.
you take damage when they move through you because they're big
Yeah.
jerks.
Oh.
Yeah, so don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Well, somebody heal him 1 point because he's gonna turn.
Oh, that guy.
Right? Maybe. I don't know. There's no one chanting.
That is true. You're not really sure how that worked. It just did very explosively. Okay, you moved your hunter's mark.
Yes, to the frosty ghoul in front of
Gunder,
Gunder.
number 2. He's now the
And
2
I will
age
now
club.
take a shot. I'm going to use one of my advantages.
Yes.
There we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. So that will be a total of 22 to hit.
Yes. That will definitely hit.
So that will be bloop. That will be 11 plus 3, so 14 piercing damage.
All right. This wound frosts over a bit, taking less damage than you would have liked.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then I will make him I will use the favored foe to make him my favored foe.
Okay.
For next time.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
All right. I am up. Other guy continue. How long does he continue to run for?
A minute, I think.
Good
But let me just
Lord.
double check. I know, right?
Things with
Keep
flying speed
running!
can go so far.
Chad, real quick, you do have an
Um,
additional advantage from Phoenix.
Yes. Thanks, John. Thank you. All right. I'm back up to 3. It was a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he oh yeah.
Run, spirit,
I'm
run!
just gonna put him over in the corner. I'm gonna put baby in the corner.
Cute.
And okay, these two dudes. Let's see. Gunder, he is going to reach out towards you with a ray of frost. Ah, ah. So much for 3 advantages. Now I have 2. And let's see. Ooh, I think this guy. Let me do one of these. Blah. Yeah, so that guy is going to attack Astrid, also with a Ray of Frost. Number 1 is attacking Astrid using my advantage. That will be a 24 to hit,
Yep.
Oh, shit.
and I would like you to take 8 points of cold damage, please.
Is my amulet still working?
I do not believe so because it has been more than a week.
Oh, all right. I'll take it.
I know it's been more than a week, and I'm pretty sure that there was about a week of a timeline on there.
Scheiße.
Ooh,
And
I look pretty bad.
Who
let's
attacked her?
see. What number 1?
Okay.
Ray of frost
Ray of
shot
frost,
from that thing
Yeah.
at me, and
Yeah, it kind of reaches out, kind of a nondescript spectral appendage, and a blast of the icy cold touch of death reaches out across space and time.
My
to
hair
caress-
is
to caress her soul.
crusted, and my eyelashes are like that white, from being out in the very, very frigid cold.
Oh, I do. I do. What can a person do at 0 hit points?
Nothing.
They
They're just
lay there.
unconscious.
They're
Okay.
they're unconscious, but they're not making
Yep.
death throws.
Gundar,
Yes,
you are active. Stieg, you are active next.
Well, I could go with necromancy, but instead
What?
I've got a sword out. So
That's a choice.
I'm
You always play necromancers. What is it with you?
everybody's got a thing. Don't judge. The important part is sword goes snickery snack down
Ooh,
at this
snackums.
icy monstery thingy, and I will use an advantage.
Okay.
Blue clay.
Assuming 18 hits,
It does.
and then I'm going to expend my last spell slot to smite.
Ooh.
As another bolt of lightning comes searing through the sky and through the blade at the moment of contact, and is going to do an additional 3d8 because I assume these are undead, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's 4 points of normal damage.
Okay. Nice.
And 21 points of thunder damage.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, you cleave this thing down to the stone, and it starts to kind of re-freeze back together, but the like, there's a thunderclap as you hit, and then as your sword like cuts all the way through and hits the stone is another clap of thunder, and it just shatters and it breaks into icy bits, and he will get a blood splatter.
Good on
Did I-
him. And
Did
then
my
Wunder,
did my audio disconnect?
Nope.
no.
Oh,
Oh, I lost.
Yeah, somebody dropped out and then came back in.
oh, okay.
I lost
Hey.
all audio for everyone. Discord dropped. I can't see you guys on Ninja, and I am locked out of
Tweech.
Hammer.
Everything looks good.
Oh.
In terms
I'm in
of the
Twitch
stream
now.
looks good. Yeah.
We can still see you in Ninja too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Jeez. Gundar is going to move up to harry this remaining asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I'm just going to remove the H. He still has Hunter's mark, but I will remove the H and give him a blood splatter. How many blood splatters can we stack onto one man? The answer is all of them. All of them. All of the blood splatters on one square. All right, Gundar, anything else? Oh, I did the wrong one, didn't I?
Well, you left it on an odd dead one, I think.
And it's really big.
But
That's
it's
annoying.
already dead, so
We know that 2H is dead, and that's all that matters. That is
Okay,
all
well-
I've got for Gundar. I think
All right,
that's enough.
We'll
I know
count it
in
as
my heart.
2. It was supposed to be 1, but that's okay. Anyway, carry on. Who's next?
Stieg.
Stieg, you're next.
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 up against this stone. Move myself to the top there. And I'm going to fire a firebolt at this last remaining thing
Oh.
with
hell
advantage.
Did you move your guy, Stieg?
Yeah? Are you not seeing it?
no.
Yeah. Nope.
You
I
want
thought
to
it was
move here?
just me. I'm like, what's happening?
Well, I don't know. I moved it on the thing.
Yeah,
and it's not
it-
updating.
It didn't update anywhere other than your screen.
Should I reload? Well, I moved to the corner of the big stone,
Right below the dead guy?
right below that blood splatter there.
Okay.
But so
I
I can
have-
still get a shot at that guy.
Yep.
Right on the corner.
All right.
For some reason, I
I
can
have
see it,
moved-
but nobody else.
I moved you
I
for
have-
the stream, anyways.
Yep, right there.
That's super weird because I also moved you. And it wasn't updated. On anyway, carry on. Roll to attack. What are you doing?
Firebolt.
Firebolt. I'm sweating so much now.
I'm not seeing my dice rolls either.
Maybe reload it for yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to reloading the webpage.
Reload. Gunder will roll for you.
Yes. Don't you dare.
Jinx it.
Hold on.
Hey, Sweaty Pickle is following. Thanks.
Sweaty pick. God, that's such a
Me,
good
Sweaty
name.
Pickle. That is a great name.
It sounds Minnesotan.
I can't. I'm clicking join and I
Absolutely.
can't get back in.
Yeah, I reloaded, and that may have been a mistake.
I'm out.
Oh no!
I'm
oh
in
no!
still.
The internet,
Still
Dave.
in.
You stay there.
I'm fine.
Dave, you stay
I'm not
there.
doing anything. I'm not touching anything. I'm staying
Don't touch
there.
anything. Okay.
Just, Andy, grab a dice roller off Google and just roll a die.
Yep.
Dice roller sucks.
That's all right.
Well, maybe
All right,
Christmas will come early for you, Andy.
here we go.
Exactly, the tech goblin.
13
So-
plus 5 is 18 to hit.
There you
Hey,
go.
that hits, my friend.
All
That
right,
hits.
and
nice. It's nice.
that is 1d10 fire damage. And that's fire damage.
Yep. How much fire damage?
6.
6. Nice. Yeah, he doesn't like that. He's not dead, but he doesn't like it.
He's not supposed to be having a good time.
That's true. That's
He
true.
was not invited to this party.
It was the best of times and it was the worst of times.
A person could say he was definitely a ritual crasher,
Oh.
which is the new
Wow.
movie starring Vince Vaughn.
Isn't
Ritual
Liam Neeson in that
Crashers.
one too?
No, you're thinking of David Carradine.
Oh. I thought it was Renee Zellweger.
No, Queen Latifah was in that one.
Barbershop.
Amy
7?
Adams in that as well.
Mhm.
Yes,
To the stage
She's
5
in
club.
everything. She's in everything.
that's
She's
true.
Minnesotan, I believe.
very-
she
that's
used
very
to work
true.
at the Guthrie.
She is, in fact, from Minnesota. Her and Josh Hartnett. Hollywood's heartthrob, Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
Astrid, you are up. Paya, you are on next.
Okay. I am going to walk over to this guy and also cast.
For those of us who
Spare the
can't see,
Dying.
which guy are you talking about?
Oh, really?
There's only
Hi.
one guy left standing.
Oh,
that's
wait,
not
I'll just
off
be on
screen.
Twitch. So
Okay, so the guy at the top of the screen who tried to run away and then got killed
yes,
by that ghost.
yep.
I am going to bring him to 0 hit points. I reach out and
So the thug guy
I-
you're talking about.
right. I lay my hands on his chest and say, "Your time is not yet," and I cast Spare the Dying on him as well.
And I have to ask, are you able to move there with enough space while moving around the space of the frost spirit? Like, is there enough square?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I can
No worries then.
get there, just barely 30 feet. Is touching his square.
Okay. That works for me. And you
And-
cast Spare the Dying?
Yes. and bring him to 0 hit points. And is that one spirit still around? Okay, then I'm gonna have my spiritual weapon make a go at him as well.
Okay. Oh, that's super annoying. All right, roll for the spiritual weapon.
It's not showing up. Like I can click on the icon, but like nothing rolls.
Yeah,
The
the
VCT is
Google
my-
dice
the server
roller,
may
and it'll come up with a dice roller for you.
or just a set of dice that I'm sure is right there in front of you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay. That is. That is only well, I'm gonna roll with advantage then.
Okay.
Nice.
That is exactly the same. So yeah, 12 it is.
12. That is not enough to connect with this creature.
You still have
Alright.
inspiration.
That was my inspiration. That was
Oh,
I got
You-
two exactly
well,
the
you-
same. I rolled 2 8s. Like
You do have bardic inspiration, which Paya has given you, which would allow you to roll a d6 on top of your roll if you think that a +6 would be within a range to attack it, to hit it.
yeah, sure. So plus roll a die 6.
Yes. Yep.
It's a 1.
Interestingly
That's how
enough,
That's how it
interestingly
happens.
enough, sometimes a bard mom's love and a 1 is all that it takes to hit a thing that's armor class is in fact 13.
Oh,
Nice.
hey, nice.
Hey!
That works. Well spent. Money well spent.
Okay. Then I will roll an 8. And that is a well, that's good at least. 8.
8.
8 damage. 8 8 8.
All right. Yes, your weapon cleaves into this thing, and it doesn't like it one bit. Not at all. Anything else?
No, that's everything I can do. I moved, attacked,
All
healed.
right. Paya, you are up. Vidar, you are after her.
So this undead thing is still.
So
Yes,
undead.
there is still a frost spirit.
Well, aren't you just a ward on a toad? Another roll of wisdom saving throw.
I have a handy dice for that. I'm going to use my Aurora Borealis D20. Ooh, yeah, 2 isn't going to cut it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that would be a 1d4 psychic damage, and he's gonna have disadvantage. So that'd be 4 psychic damage, and he's got disadvantage on his next attacks if there's still anything
Okay.
there.
He is still hanging on. The crystalline structure of his ice, of his frost, is it's thin. Okay.
Okay. And he's got.
and disadvantage.
Well, no, he's got. Is it disadvantage or is it that everyone else has? Yeah, he has got disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Yep.
All right. Vidar is going to run past Astrid. Are you okay? And he's going to keep moving and get to right here. And he is going to bonus action move his hunter's mark to the creature.
Okay.
And he is going to take a shot with advantage. Ooh, it did not roll for me. Hold on a sec.
Getting the old school dice out. I mean, everybody just has like a container of dice like right in their hands,
Boom.
like right within arm reach, right?
Here we go.
Pretty much.
Had to grab mine off
That's
the shelf,
a
but yeah.
17 and a 14. I'll take the 17 plus 9 is going to be a 26 to hit. That's going to be 13 plus hunter's mark damage, which is a 1, so 14 piercing damage. And the Bardic Inspiration, can I use that for damage, or is that just for an attack roll? Okay, got it. Yep.
Yeah, just a D20 roll.
Yep. So just 14 piercing damage.
Okay, give me
Just a
one.
simple archer flinging arrows at crazy frost ghosts.
Give me 1 sec.
Like you do.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Try something.
Bonus action, snowball.
Oh, nope. I tried to open up a separate window or a different browser to access it, but it won't do it. Sorry. How much damage? 14?
14 piercing.
14. You take your shot on the run. Your arrow, as the huge, flies true, pierces through the frosty stag-like skull of this creature, and it kind of dissipates in a shower of ice and snow. And I would give you the, of course, blood splatter that you all desire.
Yeah.
Oh,
But the internet has thwarted us, and that's okay. This creature, taking less damage than it would have, is still enough to alleviate it from its second life, or whatever this is, for sure.
shoot.
It's
Thought I
dead.
had it. Yay!
To bring the blood to the top, it's those little arrows on the right,
Oh, is that what it is?
up and down. Yeah, up and down. So the blood, you
There we
move it
go.
up a layer.
There we go.
Yeah.
You have blood.
Aww.
There you go.
Nice.
Satisfying.
Nice. One of us is still there.
And Vidar will drop to a knee at that point. He's been pretty wounded, and he'll pull out another arrow and knock it, but he'll just sort of drop to a knee and he's breathing heavy. He looks back at Astrid and he looks across at Gundr just to sort of take stock of his companions. Are there more of them?
There was the run that ran.
He looks for the one
Astrid,
that
will
ran.
he return?
Yeah, you cast about, and you do not currently see it. It has seemingly fled feasibly a great distance across the river, into the woods, and into the night. Will it return? We'll have to wait a minute.
I don't know how long it lasts. I mean, he could. I guess it depends how much he really, really wants to kill us.
Well, you know, I have been told we are very annoying, Gundr says as he walks over and puts a hand on Astrid's shoulder and gives her back 5 hit points with a tingly power of Thor.
It feels so good.
Shock therapy, baby. Shock therapy.
And then walks over
It's like a
behind
static shock.
Vither, and just says, "Do not be alarmed," and just put another hand on his shoulder and 5 hit points to you using the tingly power of Thor.
Thank you, Gunder. He'll
Then
stand
Gunder
up.
shocks himself for 5 tingly points.
Vidar will stand up and sort of start walking towards the thug, the upside down thug, next to Astrid, and look down at him with an arrow knocked, but the bow not drawn. The bow is loose. What of this one?
You can
Let's
see.
Tie them up.
Tie them up.
You can see that he almost looks like he's not quite completely, but he almost looks like it looks like he's been out in the winter for a long time. Like his skin is blue, his lips are blue, frost is on, more than would be had he been out here and dead as long as he has been, aka 20 seconds.
Astrid is going to drag the one bandit she's next to over to the other 2 unconscious people. And Paya, do you have those pieces of rope you used to have? Do you still have any of that?
Oh, the short ropes?
Yes, I would hate to use our 50-foot river crossing ropes for tying up bodies, but we should tie these people up.
Oh no, when you are tying a man and you have 50 feet, and then Gunder pulls out his 50 feet rope and hog ties the bandit that he conked in the back of the head. Very efficiently.
Okay. That's the one I dragged over to the middle.
No, he just walks over and shows you how to use 50 foot of rope to do it.
Oh.
Sorry,
And I hand someone 6 yards of rope because it's not 50 feet. It's, like half the length, but...
We should build a fire, probably outside of the standing stones.
What are these stones?
Stieg is going to run to the ritual site and see if he can start making sense of what was happening.
I think I recall you mentioned that Vidar knew of this place, but I don't know if he necessarily knows what the significance of them are, the stones are. So he'll ask that. What of this?
I agree. You are familiar with this place, Vidar. This was a place many such as yourself avoided as perhaps one of those a place of power, older than Svillanders, different than Svillanders.
Paya, do you know what magic this place holds?
As a Kuning, now that I'm physically here.
Yeah, give me a I don't know. Let's call it a history roll as you kind of cast about this place and are here. Nice.
Yeah, if we're doing it as just history, it's just a 12.
It's just a 12.
Sometimes just
it's not like something
is all it takes.
Well, that's good.
So you you don't necessarily have maybe direct experience in this place.
Insight in this place.
That's what I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have any
a completely different thing.
Yeah. You I see what you're saying. You don't have any direct experience, say, in this specific place. As I mentioned last session, you know that there is a place that was a waypoint that you have heard of, that people may have stopped at on their way as your people have moved, as some of your people have moved towards East Ruins, and that this kind of fit that. You're not necessarily sure. Maybe with some more exploration, you may be able to confirm or deny that, as you will. But being here in this stone circle, amongst these monoliths, and kind of looking about you, you are able to see kind of, in a way that is maybe uncanny, not necessarily as it's something that you're looking for, but as you kind of cast your gaze about these structures, these monoliths, these structures. It's a fucking stone. These stones, you can see things that perhaps your friends, your companions wouldn't see without like serious looking. You can see patterns within the ice and snow that kind of covers many of the faces of these monoliths. Swirls and tree patterns on some of them, and animals, and old kind of I guess text. What would a counter text? Are you familiar with what is it called? Ogum? Michael, that's a thing, right? Ogum. That's maybe
Ogum,
that's
the language.
yeah.
Yeah, Ogum.
Yeah. So like it's it's very like hash marks, almost like Babylonian cuneiform in some ways, but it is distinctly slightly different from, say, like runes. This older kind of text that you can see in places.
Is it Kun?
That is, that is. You see these things, and it's more of you seeing these things is part of like this like ancestral calling sort of sight, right? Like you look and you don't necessarily see it, but then you kind of cast again, and like these things start to kind of pop out, and this like aching like memory, this that isn't a memory but is the longing of a memory, kind of almost overtakes you, and you don't necessarily know what they mean, but you know that you know that this was a place of power,
Right.
for your folk.
But it's not words written in Kun.
Oh, is that a language?
It is.
I should know that.
And I speak that language and can read that language.
I think that
so if it's actually old Kun, then I absolutely can read it.
I think this is like an older language. This would be like Kun -1, pre-Kun. You kind of see it, and you kind of feel it, but you don't necessarily understand it. Like pieces of it are there, pieces of what become Kun are there, but it's not like a, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It might make sense to me.
Form.
Yeah, so like
I'm sorry. Do you know old form Kun?
I'm proficient in Kuning history. So I might be.
Well,
I've been trying to interject for a while. Just
remember, raise your hand.
I don't know.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at you. It was just me and Paya I was looking at. But you couldn't see me looking at Paya because I'm looking at my computer screen. Anyway.
So if there's any way I can help kind of interpret what the site was, or the function, or
sure,
you
if you want to make a more in-depth sort of investigation, she is able to see these things almost instinctually. She has a literal blood connection to a place such as this. But yes, Stieg, if you wish to to investigate from a more Conan Doyle-esque space, please go ahead. And
Well,
then,
specifically, I have proficiency in Cooning-related history checks. So can I roll a history check?
That is what I'm
All right.
intoning.
Okay.
And then, yes, Michael, I see your hand. I will assuage your hand once I see what his role is, or rather, once he tells me, since I cannot
So
see
that
it.
would be I rolled a 10 and then +3, and so it'd be a 15.
A 15. You you look over a few of these stones and kind of you're able to see kind of some of these markings, and you have seen some of these things that are here, and parts. You kind of get the feeling that some of what you can see is like arcane in nature, as if these in the fashion that your runes are magic writing in ways, that's what is written here in some cases is also magic writing, and that that part of, at least in part, what some of this is for is being a focus of power. Michael, please, Gunder, my friend, what do you have for me, us?
Gunder is back by the trees, actually beginning to kind of build the fire, clear some space. Once there's a fire going, hauling the unconscious people over to be around it, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and I don't know if we actually said it, but we do tie up the main dude.
So,
I just think I got rope and then we moved on.
okay, so we have this Gothy-ish character. We have the absconded girl, and we have one thug. Is that
Yes.
where you're tracking? Okay, cool. Because that is what I am tracking. So you have them bound. Have you administered to them in any further way other than binding them and bringing them towards a fire?
No.
Okay.
They don't have to make death saves.
Correct.
Like, one's unconscious.
They are
and
unconscious.
I mean, they're all unconscious.
Yeah, they are unconscious. I just wanted to make sure that if you were going to administer anything to them, maybe that would change the state of things. But if you are not, then that's fine.
We're not ready yet.
I understand.
We're tired. I could use like an hour, like short rest, or if not like a whole night's sleep.
That's what I was about to ask, is if we have time at this point. Vidar is like near the fire that Gundar has made, and he's injured. Do we have time for a short rest, mechanically at this point? An hour or whatever it is?
I mean, in all honesty, I'm going to leave that up to you. I would tell you that you have time to do as you wish. What happens next is, of course, between us and the gods.
Well, Vidar would certainly attempt to rest for an hour.
Okay.
Pulling out the amulet that he wears around his neck and kind of holding it in his hand and looking about as he does, maybe eating some snackums and thinking about where Iceland is, trying to figure out where his companion is. He doesn't know. He wishes he had her back.
This is an interesting point. Let me ask you this, Dave. Has this happened before?
That's a great question. Let's find out. I would say, let's just say there's a 50-50 chance.
All right.
If I roll less than 50, it has. I rolled a 9. Yeah, this has happened before, where Iceland has disappeared in the middle of some sort of a hunt or maybe a conflict or something, and then he has sort of like focused on this medallion and, you know, his connection to his grandmother, and tried to almost will her to come back to him. Because in his mind, the owl does almost represent the soul of his grandmother. It really does.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Astrid notices Vidar looking about to see, you know, what happened to his owl, and as we can't see him, I'll just say, well, I don't see a body, so she has to be somewhere. Like, I'm sure she'll come back shortly.
This has happened once before. She will come back. It takes time. She will find us. Thank you, Astrid. Are you okay?
I wipe a little bit of blood off the side of my mouth.
I'm fucked up.
I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but you look rough.
I feel terrible.
We all look rough, my friend.
Steeg's doing all right.
Yeah, Gunda got
I am
fucked up.
doing just fine.
Okay, well, the three of us look like shit. The people investigating the ruins are doing great. Apparently, the ruins have healing power.
Oh.
I will also take a seat next to the fire, though I'll kind of keep an eye out about while I'm attempting to get a short rest in.
Okay. And then Paya and Stieg, you two are here. Let me do this. Give me 1 sec. We have fucking technology. I don't know why I'm being weird about this. Let me go to the Discord chat. Let me pull up this. So I am going to share the battle map into the Discord chat so that
I got back in, just FYI, if anybody wants to try again.
Yeah, but you're magic, dude.
What are we doing?
Yeah, he uses magic jazz hand.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying if
I'm in too.
If somebody can't get back in, let me.
VTT's up.
I am also in.
Yeah, the VTT is back up, I think.
Hey, all right.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
Forget about it.
Okay. So where in that case, I'm going. Where is this? Where are you and this fire? Who has made the fire?
I thought Gunder
Gunder
said
did.
he was going to set up
where's
a
the fire? There. Okay, fire there.
Effects.
And we have this dude, this person, and
Does the tied up, the original sacrifice person, does it look like a young girl like we were looking for?
Yes. Let me answer that in just 1 second.
No, you do it now.
I'll do it when I fucking want to do it. I just want to make sure everybody is this. I'm just gonna get rid of these other bodies because they're gonna be weird.
Man, it's already weird. There were frost ghosts, okay? There was chanting. There was human sacrifice. This doesn't get not weird.
Yeah, like those frost ghosts like burst out of their bodies. It was gross.
Okay. So we have one dude, one captive girl, one Gothi. Is this an orientation in which you would like them?
I would like them not to be all together touching because, like, everybody knows from like Marvel superhero that then they help each other escape.
The
You're not
touching is
looking.
bad.
Touching
Yep.
is bad. No touching. Touching is for free people.
You can touch when you're not contagious. Too soon.
Got a lot of thoughts about everything that were just said.
Yep. Okay. And Astrid and Vidar and Gundar are over there somewhere. Awesome. Okay, real to that. So Astrid, you kind of check over this bound girl. While you don't necessarily know this girl specifically, she definitely looks like she could very easily be the sister of this young man who came and found you guys. She's very much dressed like somebody from Mulgore, from the town. There is a couple of interesting, like, different hallmarks that you can see. You can see that, I guess, if this was like a TV show or a movie, she would probably just have some very excessive, like, eye makeup. Like, there's like almost like dark, like sunken circle. Her eyes are almost a little dark and sunken around them. And you can see almost like what in VFX land would almost be like cracks of like this, like there was like black lightning that almost like kind of came out of from her eyes and is like inching down her face. It's not moving or anything like that, but there's like this kind of black dark circles around her eyes, and then these kind of like branching bits, right, that kind of come out onto her face and up towards her head. Not like huge, but like a little bit, like super early Sting, not like later Sting, the wrestler.
Have I
Doesn't help
seen
anybody.
anything like this before, or heard tales of it?
Give me either a religion or a history roll.
Ooh, I believe they're the same.
But it would color how I give you this information.
Okay. 18, and I'll go for religion because that would, in theory, be my specialty.
You, as a priestess, as a Gothi of Balder, you are, of course, perhaps more intimately aware of certain things about cults of hell, and things that they get up to, things that they do, and effects that they may have, and you recall that some of those who have been, I'm going to use maybe, I think this works, that have been ridden by hell, in a very like Caribbean manner of speaking, as it were.
Like a zombie kind of?
No,
Caribbean?
like that have those that hell has used directly.
Oh.
Have anybody who is used directly by gods, even less evil gods, even very nice gods have tend to have bad things happen to them because the mortal body isn't necessarily used to acting with immortal power.
Shit fucks you up.
And so bad stuff happens. And this is like, this is like a teenage Zit version of that. Like, this is like like as innocuous as it gets for being like used as the hand of a god, essentially.
Well, I mean,
So it's still bad.
I have some experience with effects.
Yes.
Okay, of God stuff.
Yeah, yours is like you're directly that like it's
Okay,
it's similar. It is different because that's like
is that like because of the patron, or is that is this a different kind of effect?
like you yeah. So like your effect is more of an indirect
Okay.
tapping. It like your effect is an effect, right? This is more of a cause, right?
Right.
Like Hel has done this thing. Hel has
Right.
acted in this way through this person, whereas Balder is in a lot of pain, and thus
he-
because of your closeness to
Okay.
Balder, you are in pain and you can cause others to be in pain.
Okay.
Does that make that if that all makes sense?
Yeah, it's more like mine is devotees reaching out to a god versus a god reaching out to
Absolutely,
a
yes.
person.
Or
Okay.
a closer might be that a cleric using the god's power is one thing. This is a god finger puppeted a human being,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and that
yeah,
doesn't end well.
Yeah. This
can-
is a
can I-
super rare thing, but this is an effect that you have heard of directly in relation to Hel.
From that knowledge, do I know if she is no longer being used? Is it hasn't moved on? It was like just a one-time thing, or is she still a vessel of Hel? Or do I not know?
You are uncertain.
That makes me feel
On the other
very
hand-
unsettled.
On the other hand, you are
It's
all
supposed
still
to.
around, so perhaps less so. So perhaps she is less a vessel currently, since you are all still breathing.
Are you explaining this to the rest of us?
Um.
As she figures that out, I would like to jump to Paya Stieg. Paya and Stieg, Paya maybe, and I don't want to put anything, but from the things that it sounded like you are casting about, kind of looking and taking in the presence of this place and gaining that knowledge. Stieg, using your skill, your learning, you are kind of poking about a little more directly, right? And you are learning these things that we have talked about, that this is a place of power, for an ancient place of power for the Kunin people. Stieg, you're able to determine that perhaps this is a place that would be used to focus power of some kind. Paya, you as this kind of this wave of history is washing over you through your connection to this place. You also sense, you get the feeling you're almost drawn to towards down. I'm using my fucking hands again. Down towards the falls, away. You feel drawn. Your eyes kind of turn, and you see, kind of peeking through the snow, pieces of ruin, and a depression, and
Yeah,
a stairway.
I was actually that is exactly what Paya was looking at. What I've been looking at on the map is trying to figure out, like, okay, moving out of the circle, moving down, trying to figure out what the staircase is. You said I made it, wandered all the way over to the staircase.
If you so choose, you feel drawn to this place. You kind of as you kind of
insight on this particular sensation, this particular drawing, this calling.
sure. Give me An insight roll? Why not?
Be a 17.
17. Yeah, you feel a sense of welcome, a sense of safety, and indeed, as you kind of step into this, the rectangle made by these kind of ruins there, these kind of four posts, as you kind of cross that line into there, the snow is maybe less crisp.
Okay.
It's much softer. It is the pack it has a different structure. It's less. Um, uh, Things are maybe slightly warmer, and you feel drawn. You feel a sense of welcome from below.
Ooh. Well, usually when I'm in these kind of places where something is calling me, I respond with my trancy jaw harp. And so I start playing something that, it feels warm and mirrors what I'm feeling, hoping that, everyone that's resting may get some strength from it. And if they want to come my way, they can. But I don't really say much at that point.
Sure, give me a performance roll.
That's right. We have the VTT again. I can use that.
We do.
So I'll use that. That's a 17.
I was really waiting for it to okay, we're back and ones. Like everybody's rolling ones. A 17, yeah. You start playing, and you feel, your playing feels almost empowered. Like you have, it's been a long time since you've played perhaps this well, or this mindfully, perhaps would be a way to say it. Stieg, you have been kind of perusing these the carvings that you can see. You're brushing away snow and ice on certain of these stones, and you kind of you're kind of really taken by this. Like, this is some really interesting shit. You're like, how have I not known about this? It's so close to my house. And you kind of at one point you look up and you see that Pi has kind of crossed over away and down here, and you start to follow. You're like, oh, what's going on? So you start to follow, and she kind of stops near the foot of what you can see as of stairs, and though the roar of the falls is great, and and I think during the fight, like, that roar almost fades, right? Had faded into the background as everyone's blood was up, as fucking frost spirits were erupting out of men's chests. It was not cool, as fire spells were being cast and men were being immolated in their own ashes, as
That
you
part
are
was cool.
as you are wont to do. This roar has now kind of come back, but you, it's like when you see something near you get shot and then you hear the gunshot like later, because of time and distance. You can see her start to, she kind of like stares about in thought and then pulls out her jaw harp and starts to play, and probably plays maybe for a few moments as you are kind of crossing this distance and approaching as you have done so on the VTT. And then kind of on like a weird plane, like lower than the roar, like on a sound level that is below, but that is below the sound of the falls. You can hear her harp, and it is a nice, welcoming sound that in a way makes you wish that you were also cooning and could feel at home here. So you feel at home, but you also feel that pang of distance because you are not actually home. But there is still a nice sustenance to be had in that moment. Hot damn, let's find out what happens next time when we return.
Nice job, everybody.
Ooh, so much good stuff.
Had something too. All right, we'll wait.
For those of you who are still here, thank you so much for sticking around and journeying with us and having this adventure, encountering fucking crazy frost demons and enchanting weirdos and discovering lost ruins of a people, and finding out what it means to be a person who is of Irish descent and hears Irish songs and feels that pain every day. That is what you are feeling right now, Stieg, and also anyone else who will hear it. But we'll get to that next time. Anyway, there's a giveaway that we're doing right now in a few heartbeats, and it is for the newly revised version of the Svilland campaign setting, where you can get much of the content that you see here in our game. These frost spirits do in fact exist in the Svilland book, although I will admit that
nowhere near as mean.
The things that we got today are definitely powered down so that third level characters can fight them, but still be scared, but still fight them and not be just like instantly murdered. Because
those motherfuckers are CR9 and not here to fuck around.
They're nasty.
Even if you're not playing in Svilland, like the creatures in this book would be epic for your home game. I mean, they're so awesome. Good. Really good creatures.
All of the character options that we are playing with, the Afrider warrior bard, the rune walker, the Allah of Thor, the Gothi of Balder, the Scotty ranger. Listen, are you playing Rime of the Frost Maiden? Do you have a Scotty ranger in your party? My friends, you're fucking doing it wrong. You need that. You need that, please.
Every party needs a beater.
Yeah. It's such a good book. There are so many awesome options, so many awesome monsters, so much dripping of cool lore and story potential. So you can win that typing DRS into the chat. I'm going to give you a few months. I'm going to bark at you a little bit more. Remember, we have our Greyhawk campaign that Dave runs, Beyond Salt March, every Wednesday, to include next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on our Twitch channel. two awesome conventions coming up: Virtual Greyhawk Con, 1st through the 3rd of October, and Gamehole Con, both physically and virtually. You can make your choice as to which you may or may not attend. October 21st through the 23rd, we will have a presence at both of those conventions virtually, running games. You can find out. There's links somewhere in the chat. They may be now. They're super fun. Also, Phoenix was here. If you
Still
like
here.
other really good games of Dungeons and Dragons and enjoy watching them, listen, like honestly, heart to heart, go to Phoenix's channel and watch his stuff. It's great. That dude is running so many games. He's running some Ravenloft games. Awesome. Out of the Abyss. Awesome. Frost Maiden. Oh, I really hope he's still running Frost. I'm pretty sure he was running Frost Maiden. I might be wrong now. I never remember. Awesome. So much good stuff. His yeah. This dude's doing he's doing like stuff like one-shot roulette where random rolls and things determine everything. Classes, monsters, encounters, the story. It's crazy. He's doing a lot of really good stuff. Raising money for charities with people. Helping folks out. That dude's a great dude. So check out his channel. That's enough plugging for that dude. So hey, we have a drawing. I think enough people may or may not have been entered into it by now. And if not, you're missing out. But if you are, Dave is shaking his head that maybe there's not. Hey, are you out there? Enter it in. Scarpy can't win every time. I don't even know if he's here right now, but he can't win everything. Vamp Wickman, he can't win everything either. He did that a lot, but let's do a drawing. I'm done talking. Please,
All right.
please, somebody say something.
Ashley, you want to do the 5-second countdown?
Sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
I just saw that message.
Phoenix, you have won.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Not only have you won an epic,
Nice.
I guess, endorsement from our DM, you've also won this epic core book download. Congratulations.
You're gonna really like it, and your players are gonna like it and then hate it.
Yeah. They will be terrified.
in the best way. Hey, everybody, again, thank you so much for hanging out. Is there anybody? Do we want to raid anybody? Is there anybody on?
We should raid somebody. That's what we do.
Kazumba,
Kazumba's up.
20-sided to every story.
Kazumba will be ending soon.
Oh, they're not playing Dungeons and Dragons though.
What about Tony +1? They're
Tony
playing
+1.
something. They're playing tabletop game design. Are they playing right now? Yeah, Thursday game. Let's raid those guys.
Sure.
I don't know why it's called Tony +1. There's 4 of them. That doesn't make any sense, guys. But we're gonna do it anyways. All right, here we go.
Maybe it's magical Tony.
All
Or
right.
+1 Tony.
All right, we're gonna
All right,
go to the end screen here, but everybody, please join us. Actually, let's see. Did I do that right? There we go.
Hopefully
Please join
I'll
us
go
for
this
a
time.
raid. We love you. Thank you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Later.
Thank you.